Hello everyone, welcome to our special class today. This is one of the stamp sets that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've had it for a long time. It's funny when you buy some stamp sets sometimes and they just sit there because either you don't get to use them or, like me, you've got so many appointments. And I wanted to also, I'm nearly finished all this designer series paper. It's absolutely beautiful. It's called the Lovely Gardens one. Now this is on the clearance rack at the moment. This is one of my favourites, and I haven't got much left of it actually. Probably about 3 sheets. It's got some really pretty paper throughout. I haven't got too many sheets left though, but I'll share with you what I have. And then this one and that one. That's all that's left in mine. They're all beautiful. So today we're going to be using the beautiful Coneflower celebration stamp set, but I'm going to be using dies as well. So let's come down and get started. Sorry I'm a little bit late. If you come on, don't forget to say hello. If you're a newbie or not a newbie, say where you're from. Yeah, or if it's your first time, tell me it's your first time. Love to see you. So I did a little bit of prepping because I knew I was going to have my appointment today. So I've just got my standard card, which is 21 centimetres by 14.5, scored at 10.5. And just grab my bone folder. Then I put these through the die cut through. Now I love this one because it's got like a little sneak pocket. A little pocket behind it. So when you actually make this opens up and you can have a sweet little message inside it, which is really cute. I like that idea. That's a really lovely die. Then we've got this one as well, which is an overlap. Now, if your dies don't come out, your pick tool is one of the best things you can have. It does so many different things, but there's little release holes in your dies. So just press on them, you'll see the cardstock release from it, and then it will come out. How gorgeous is that? That is such a gorgeous one. So we'll put that one aside as well. And then we've got our leaves. They come out, and our top one. I like them. So using all the dies, and then we've got the top of the flower, which is really, really lovely as well. Look at the work in that. Oh, that fell out of my hand. Let me put it on the card. Don't know if you can see, but it's got all these little marks. Beautiful, that one is. Then we've got our stem as well, and then for our saying. Okay, and then I'm layering up in Pretty in Pink. No, Bubble Bath, I should say. Bubble Bath, and this one is 14 by 10. So let's put this one on first. Okay. This is what I call pretty quick and easy card because a lot of it's die cutting, which is really good. And then I'm going to come in with this one's for the middle, so we can put that in as well. So this is the same size as the front one, 14 by 10. I'm telling centimetres. I'm telling you the measurements because some people like to write them down. Okay, so we'll put this one in, and then this one we can decorate up if you wanted to, or you could put a verse on here too. And this one is 13.5 by 9.5, and that goes into the center. So you can sort of see, you get your center, it gives it a little bit extra support for your card. I'm just going to bring my camera up a little bit, sorry guys. So it gives you a little bit more support for your card. Now we're going to work on our next layers. So we have a white layer, which is 13.5 by 9.5. Then we have another Bubble Bath, 12.5 by 8.5. Then we have some of that beautiful designer series paper, 12 by 8, and this was just a scrap, so I wanted to use it up. So we're going to put these 3 pieces together and then work our flower onto it. You could go with this side if you wanted to, but I'm going to have the green side facing up. I love that you got a choice with our designer series paper. I love that you can choose whichever side you want to use. So I had a beautiful lunch. I had something I haven't had in a long time. I had a pumpkin spinach ricotta lasagna. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love lasagnas, and this was a beautiful one. Okay, so let's get going. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stem on first. So the stem's going to come on here. I'm going to put this on here first. Sorry. I'm going to put this on, talking. Okay. This one's going on here. And with this paper, it doesn't really matter which way you have this up, because but that's not very straight, Teresa. Did you see how crooked that was? That was pretty crooked. Okay, that's better, because the leaves and the flowers are going either way, so it doesn't really matter. So we have our dark stem coming in from the corner, so I'm going to have that coming in from here. And if you also can put this on here if you want to decorate it up on the full card, which sometimes I like doing. Sometimes I like to leave it in case I want to put a ribbon around it or something. So I'm going to just sit it on there, so it sort of gives us a bit of an idea how big all this is. Okay, so you can use dimensions, which I'm going to use, and I'm going to use the side bits here for the stem. Some tiny little ones here I've cut around the edge of these. I have got so many stamp sets sitting there that I haven't shared with you guys, and I just decided, sorry about yesterday. I had a headache yesterday. Not good, but anyhow, I feel better today. Yeah, so I didn't jump on yesterday, but I'm going to try to jump on as much as I can. I will put a notification up that I'm going to go live, so hopefully you all got my notifications set up to receive notifications from me in your Facebook page under my page here. I hope you've all got it all set up so when the notifications come in, or I put a post up, you get notified, okay? Because that's important. I have a lot of people saying that not getting notified at the moment. And unfortunately, it's not to do with my side, it's to do with your own side. It's your settings. You need to go under my Teresa Brown stamping and go into the settings there and make sure you got your notifications turned on always, because Facebook don't have it set up for you that way. And they've had a lot of changes, and sometimes it just, yeah, it comes off, which is a shame. Like the notifications just comes off. So if you're not getting my notifications, make sure that you, I'm going to bring it down just past that because to the white. Yeah, it's important too. Now, you can leave it like this, or you can do some stamping over the top of this, and I think we might do a little bit of stamping over the top of it because it gives it a little bit more depth when you do that. So I'm going to grab my big block. How gorgeous is this stamp? Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to do it in the pink on pink. So we're doing bubble bath on bubble bath. And we're going to just make sure I've got that all inked up. And then go over the top of your image. I love that we've got the photopolymer because you can actually see where you're stamping down. that's a real win-win in my eyes. And you can sort of see it doesn't matter that that bit didn't come out. I mustn't have put enough ink on it because this one's going over the top of it. So don't get despaired if that happens, but you could line it back up if you wanted to. That would be all right as well. And this is where you can put your little hidden message. I love that idea. So we're just going to grab that bone folder and we're just going to, that blender pen that I used the other day, the red one, just won't come off my nail. It's just sitting there all the time. It's very frustrating. So we're going to raise this one up. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put some raised up dimensions on the back. Who's got this stamp set? Tell me in the comments if you have this. Say, I have it. And if you do have it, have you used it? Because I have it, but I hadn't used it. We're going to use what we have. Okay, so this is just absolutely gorgeous, watching this come together. I just want to place that there a little bit so I can sort of see where this is coming. And we can bring that in there. Okay, and then we've got our hidden message that's going in there. Now this one here, I'm going to do some blending on this. So I just want to grab I might grab clean sponge dauber. Why? Because my other one's got yellow, and I don't think yellow and pink go really well together. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some ink. Who likes using the sponge daubers? They are just so good to use. You can get such a great coverage with them straight away. And I'm just going to come in and highlight these, make them a little bit darker towards the top. So what's everyone been up to today? It was raining when we came out from lunch. It wasn't when we went in, but it was when we come out. Now I'm just going to do a little bit on each point, not a lot, just a little bit. I love that you put your fingers in. No mess. And I'm just giving that little shadow gap in the middle there. It just highlights it up a little bit. So let's put some dimensions on the back of here. I'm just going to make sure that I've got it secured really well across the top. So I'm going to put 3 because I don't want to put any on the petal leaves. Okay, let's pull the backs off. Now, while I remember, and just letting people know, that Craft Alive this year is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know how I didn't know that. I really don't. My brain must not have been in the right frame spot or whatever, because that's not what I read. I didn't think, but it was what I read. Anyhow, I'm just pulling these little ones up. There's little like V's cut out of this, like to make the stand up a little bit. So if you just get your pick tool or your nail or your scissors or whatever works for you, you can just lift them up a little bit. It makes the flower look a little bit more real. And the other way you can do it, if you haven't got long nails, or maybe you have long nails but you can't use them, is come in from the back with your pick tool and just push down on all these little V's. And it's probably the easiest way to do it, okay, is to get these little things happening with your pick tool at the back. It's a really good little gold nugget, this one. Who's got a pick tool? Who loves using their pick tool? I do. It's one thing you do miss when you use it all the time. And you can sort of see that I'm just coming down and it makes it sort of stand up. Can you see how it makes it sort of stand up? Okay, then we're going to use a couple of dimensions on the back of that. One there, one there. Okay, and this is going to go up on the top of our flower here. So you can sort of see it looks really, really cute. It's not stuck yet, so you can sort of see it looks really cute. It's got where we can put our little private message. Now we're going to put our leaves on. But before we put the leaves on, do we want to put a ribbon around it? And this is the time where you've got to do it before you stick this down. So I've got this nice white ribbon here. I put a little clip on my ribbon. Look, everyone does everything so different with their ribbons. But I'm going to tie a nice bow around here and have it coming over this side. And pop our finger through there. Now you can pull these little strings to make it as long as you want it or as short as you want it. So you can cut some of that. And we've got that nice little ribbon happening there. Now it's easy to glue down because we already got it on there. So we're just going to add our Tombow liquid glue. And I like to add some on the back of my ribbon so it doesn't move around when it's actually glued down. Make sure we got it the right way. Everything's got to be the right way. Nothing worse than doing a back to front card. Whoop. Okay, beautiful. If you want to use that sponge dauber and just do a bit of shadowing through on this bit here, you can. Just gives it a little bit of a different effect on the inside if you just shadow this bottom part here. Okay, and now we're going to put our leaves on. So the leaves really do match up really well, like this. So what I do when I'm putting my leaf on is just put a little bit of glue down here on the tip and a little bit on the tip up here, but I don't worry about where the cutout is, just the top and the bottom tips. And then you can just hold it there. And your leaf you can put on whichever side you want. I'm just going to pop it in down through the ribbon there and just pop it in under my stem. I just got to find a gap. Okay, down there. So our gap's there, so we might have to have the ribbon, the leaf going in the opposite way today. Let me just see. Oh no, it'll go in there. So I'm just going to glue a little bit down the bottom and I'm just going to bring a dimension to the top. That makes it raise up a little bit at the top. That makes it flatter to go. I had it just a minute ago. There it is. I had it just a minute ago. Okay. So we've got that on there. And then we're going to bring in our words. Now we've got lots of different words in this set. So it's your day. I think I was happy belated birthday. Or it's your day. I think it's your day. Looks good. Let's see if this is too big for this bit of card. Yes, it is. So it's going to have to be happy belated birthday. Yep, that will fit in there. And this is just a scrap. I like to use my scraps, and sometimes I change my words around 3 times. So I don't have to throw that scrap away. That's a bit silly really, isn't it? But it's just me. I'm going to use olive for our, and then we'll add a little bit of pink on it as well. So this is happy belated birthday. Now I'm going to move it just across a little bit. Oh, I like that. And I'm going to come in, I want to put it here with the ribbon. So I'm going to cut it down. Okay. Cut it down a little bit. I'm going to cut that there and cut to the point, to the middle. To make our little points, and I'm only doing it on the one side. I don't want it on the other side. Okay. Are we going to dimension that? No, I think we'll glue. Just want to bring that in under the ribbon a little bit. Do you know how hard it is with one hand? This hand's still not right. Oh well, these things happen to us. And being right-handed, it's a real pain. But that's okay. We will get there. Okay, so, oh, nearly put it in the green again. That's what happened to my last sponge dauber. I put it in the wrong colour. Okay, a little bit of pink on it. And we're just going to bring a little bit of pink along here. Just to blend it in. Now, if you want your ribbon to sit nice and snug, which I do, I'm going to just grab a mini glue dot, okay? And if you don't have mini glue dots, they are amazing. Okay, pick tool. Now, don't forget your mini glue dots are on the reverse of our new ones. They're on this side, not that side. They're on the bit that you pull out. So here it is here. I'm going to pick it up. So it's on the end of my pick tool. I put a bit of ribbon around mine, and then that way I can just slide it and I can just rip this off as I go. And that keeps it all nice and neat and tidy back into the box. And I'm just going to put a little bit, that mini glue dot down there, just under my ribbon. And it will hold it in place for me. Okay. Just put my little clip back on my ribbon. So these little clips you can get from, I don't know, Kmart, Officeworks, Office Supplies. They are so good, honestly. And then you just bring your ribbon over to the edge and put your little clip on, and it saves it all unrolling. I love them. I've tried lots of different things, but they still unravel for some reason. So this is cute. The message we can have on the inside, happy belated birthday, and we could still stamp it's your day in there. So it's your day, and we're not going to stamp it right on there. We're going to stamp it on a piece of white cardstock, and I'm sure I've got a scrap somewhere around here. I have so many scraps. Who has a scrap drawer? I have a big scrap drawer. Oh, here's one. Look, there's a perfect one. Look at that. Perfect 2 scraps. Should have found that one earlier. This is your day. Bring it around. pop your block on. And I think we'll go with the, stick with our old olive green in there as well to go in there. So we're going to make sure that we've got it ink covered. It's your day. I was just having a look. I've got lots of little things over here, banners and all sorts of things. No, but I'll go with this one. It's okay. Okay, so now we're going to cut this. It's your day. Now you can use a fancy die if you want to. That's okay. But I like to use my scrap. Sometimes the dies don't fit. They're just a little bit too wide or whatever. And I'm just going to come around and add some pink on this with my sponge dauber. Give it a bit of a bleed through there. I like to hold it up because that way you sort of get that nice darker on the edge and then a softer look coming onto the inside. One of my go-tos all the time. I love it. And along the bottom here. Now don't forget Craft Alive is next Thursday, not this Thursday coming. This Thursday coming we have got tomorrow, gift giving. Woo. Yes, Thursday night. We'll be on tomorrow night. Today is Wednesday, so we'll be on tomorrow night. Oh my God, Teresa. I've still got a bit of that chronic fatigue or baby brain as they call it, which is a pain. Okay, that just fits in there beautifully. Oh my God. How good is that? How beautiful is this card? It's your day. Happy belated birthday. And you could even put some bling on that if you wanted to. But I just so wanted to share this stamp set with you. It's just so gorgeous in the dies. They are so beautiful. Really are beautiful to work with. And this paper is divine. And it is on the Last Chance product at the moment. It's absolutely beautiful. I've used a few packets of that now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you everyone for watching. And I will see you tomorrow night. Crafty Thursday, 7 o'clock. Bye for now.